I do want to answer this question. And I talked to Maury about it today. And somebody asked me, what's the best yeast? And you can't really answer that because there's no such thing as a best yeast, but you can have a favorite yeast. And I went to South O today, bought Maury lunch, bought him a burrito, and we were talking about if there was an Armageddon, what would be the one yeast you could use? And Maury was saying Cali 001 because it's the most universal. You can make ambers, you can make pales, you can make hazies, you can make West Coast IPAs. Cali 001 White Labs. And I was thinking, well, if there's a Armageddon, even if there wasn't an Armageddon, I've been having really good experiences with just the Kvike Voss dry yeast. I don't know, is it Lallemand or Voss? I know it's from Austria. But other than that, we did the Northern Brewer batch with that when we did an amber brown hybrid, and it was delicious. It was a great beer, and I drank it really fast. And that extract batch has been better than probably my last 5 or 6 experimental batches. I get it on Amazon for $7. It ships the next day. Sometimes I've been out of town and it's just on my porch. It's dry yeast. You don't have to worry about it. So it's more Armageddon ready. It's more Armageddon prone. It takes off like lightning. So you don't have to use a yeast starter. You don't have to hydrate it. You just pitch it hot. I brewed yesterday. I pitched it at 100 before I left South O. I only live a mile down the street. I had activity in my airlock, and that is a very good thing for a home brewer because we've all been there. We've woken up and no activity. You got to play the waiting game. Like, okay, do I wait another day? Depends which kind of person you are, how much experience you have, but I start freaking out. So to answer that question I got on the internet, what's my favorite yeast? My favorite yeast right now is Lallemand Voss Kvike dry yeast from Austria. And again, there's no right or wrong. There's definitely no right or wrong. And the weird thing about yeast is that yeast is kind of the scapegoat, right? Like if you have a bad batch of beer, you're not going to blame the hops. You're not going to blame the grain. You could blame the water, if you just use tap water and your tap water tastes gross. But more often than not, you're going to blame the yeast. So having a yeast that works, good, dry yeast, affordable, universal, Kvike brown ale, I don't know. This yeast worked out really well. And that's my answer to that. But again, that's me. Who the hell am I? I just really like that yeast right now.